Hello people, I am Jaby Koay, joined by Kristen, the Stephenson, the Pino, the STEPHENSONPINO. We're looking at Sharma ji, our Mr. Veghese. SUNDEEP Sharma, stand-up comedy.
How's that like little maneuver you did?
And so, to book me for live shows, call Pratik Kedia at +91 9933 936620. Or email booksundeepsharma@gmail.com. Or for live tickets, sharmasundeep.com. I thought I might as well help him advertise his shit while we're looking,
like it.
you know. Might as well.
I got a funny feeling. I got a funny feeling. Yeah.
Thank you, Rashi Mudalkar, for making the subtitles for this particular video here. Really appreciate you. I actually got asked who you were by Saurabh Pant the other day. He's like, who's this girl that you mentioned in your Twitter profile? Like, what's so special about her?
Who?
She's just a friend. Because Conan O'Brien follows one person on Twitter. Just one person. It's this rando lady, and he changed her life by following her. So I thought,
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if I can like have some like micro version of that effect. In my Twitter profile, it says aspiring to be as awesome as Rashi Mudalkar. And so Saurabh was like, who is this? Like what? Who is this person? Like he clicked on the profile just confused. And he's also a stand-up comic. So here we go.
Bus. पिछले हफ्ते एक शो के लिए जाना था मुझे बाहर, मैं एयरपोर्ट पे पहुंचा, वेटिंग एरिया में था, एक बच्चे ने चरस को रखा। उसकी माँ देख रही है। कुछ माएँ होती हैं अपने बच्चे संभाल लेती हैं, कुछ माएँ अपने बच्चे समाज पे छोड़ देती हैं। जा उसके बर्गर में थूक दे, उसकी कॉफी में मूत दे, उसका पॉपकॉर्न फैला दे, केचप से लिख दे क्रांति। मैंने कहा भगवान फ्लाइट में ये बच्चा मत देना। भगवान ने मेरी सुन ली, फ्लाइट में बच्चा नहीं एक बुड्ढा दे दिया, एक सीट छोड़ के, और वो बैठते ही शुरू कह रहा, हेलो माई सेल्फ मिस्टर वर्गीस, डू यू बिलीव इन गॉड। ये फ्लाइट में बैठ के कैसी बातें पूछ रहा है, सीट के नीचे चेक करूँ क्या। बोला आई टॉक अबाउट गॉड, मैंने कहा ये खाएगा। बोला व्हाट अबाउट यू, मैंने कहा माई सेल्फ संदीप शर्मा, आई वर्क फॉर द RSS। आफ्टर दैट वी माइंडेड आवर ओन बिजनेस। वो बाहर देखता रहा, मैं अंदर। बट यू कैन नॉट माइंड योर ओन बिजनेस अगर आपकी सीट आइल सीट है, टॉयलेट के पास वाली। ऑफ कोर्स इकोनॉमी। नींद आती है, आँख लग जाती है, उस सीट पे बैठे हैं, थोड़ा सा सोया। फ्लाइट सिर्फ 50 मिनट की फ्लाइट, 10 मिनट ऊपर जा रही, 10 मिनट नीचे जा रही। पता नहीं क्या लॉजिक है, फ्लाइट ऊपर चलती है, मूत नीचे चल देता है। आधा घंटे ब्लैडर नहीं रुक रहे हैं, लोग उठ के चल देते हैं। आंटी जा रही, कंधे पे बैग टांग रखा है, बैग इज नॉट ए पार्ट ऑफ योर बॉडी। आंटी जा रही, चलते चलते भाग, मेरे खोपड़े में बैग पड़ा, क्या हमारा विमान पानी पे उतार दिया गया है। ये इंद्रधनुष कैसा है, क्या हम मर चुके हैं, मेरी लाइफ जैकेट कहाँ है। आंटी कह रही है मेरे बैग में
People be rude. People be so rude.
आंटी वॉशरूम गई, वहाँ 5-6 लोग और आ गए, उनके भी ब्लैडर एक्टिव। एक बूढ़ा अंकल आया, ये मैं बैठा हूँ, ये मेरा कंधा है। अंकल अलग ही शिवलरस, हाँ हाँ आप निकल जाओ, निकल जाओ, जाओ जाओ निकल जाओ, यू कैन गो प्लीज, जाइए आप जाइए। ये कंधे पे बॉडी पार्ट्स फील हो गए, 1 2 3।
So irritating.
मैं कंधे पे पानी डाला है, मैं भीग के चला जाऊंगा। मैं एक उम्र के बाद शर्म लिहाज खत्म हो जाता है। तुम जिम में देखो कभी, स्पा में, स्टीम रूम में, ये बुढ़े आदमी होंगे, खोल देंगे पहले, देख ले क्या देखेगा, देख। हर 15 दिन में डॉक्टर वैसे ही कैमरे वाली नली डालता है, तू भी देख ले। लड़ा हाथ में खांसता हूँ, बुढ़ा आदमी है, मैंने, लो अंकल खांसो।
That's so true. Over here, it's like
फ्लाइट लैंड होते ही सब खड़े हो जाते हैं। मेरी हाइट पे ना बॉडी का गलत पार्ट ही मुंह पे आगे आता है। मैं कोहनी ऐसे कर लेता हूँ, जा जिसके जा रही जा। दूसरा हाथ यहाँ, जिसका बैग पीछे भी रखा है वो पहले स्ट्रैप पकड़ के खींचेगा, भागो यहाँ से। यूपी रोडवेज की सवारियाँ हैं ये। फ्लाइट सस्ती हुई, सब चढ़ गई फ्लाइट में। इनका बस चले, घर से पेचकस लेके आए, हवाई जहाज के कब्जे खोले, वहाँ सामान फेंक दो। बाहर ऑटो खड़ा है, रिश्तेदार बैठे हैं रुमाल रख के सीट पे, चलो 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 इधर चलो कूदो। और फ्लाइट लैंड करता है इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट पे। 5-6 किलोमीटर का एयरपोर्ट, आदमी चला जा रहा है। अरे वी आर नॉट ए फुटबॉल प्लेइंग नेशन, हमारी टांगों में नहीं है उतनी ताकत, मर जाएगा चल चल के। हमारा फुटबॉल कैप्टन रो के कहता भैया आ जाना, मैच देख लो, देश के लिए देख लो। ये हालात हमारे, हम क्या करें? फ्लाइट पकड़ने जा रहे हो, कहीं अगर गलत गेट पे पहुंच गए, फिर कहते 3 किलोमीटर इधर जाना आपको। आदमी 2 बैग पकड़ के भाग रहा है, 4 मिनट में पहुंचना है। सिगरेट वगैरह पीता तो लगता आज ही हार्ट अटैक आएगा। ये हरामी गोल्फ कार्ट तो देगा नहीं, इसमें मेरी लाश लेके जाना है। और मैं देख रहा हूँ गोल्फ कार्ट में, मैं पैदल चल रहा हूँ, गोल्फ कार्ट में कौन जा रहा है? मिस्टर वर्गीस। मैं खोल दे तौलिया। और एयरपोर्ट पे महंगाई अलग लेवल पे, दुकानें इतनी महंगी। दुकान है स्ट्रीट फूड, वहाँ बड़ा पाव 250 रुपए का। भाई कौन सा स्ट्रीट फूड है? ब्रुनेई की सुल्तान की स्ट्रीट है, हीरे जवाहरात लगे हैं, क्या है यहाँ पे? ये स्ट्रीट फूड खा के आदमी खुद स्ट्रीट पे आ जाएगा। 800 रुपए की दाल फ्राई। मुझे लगता है ना खाना भी एयरपोर्ट पे एविएशन फ्यूल में बनाते हैं। 800 रुपए की दाल फ्राई। मैंने तो शेफ क्या करता होगा, एक हाथ में मसाल पकड़ता, मुंह में भरता है हवाई जहाज का पेट्रोल। मरो हरामियों, खा लो इसको। 800 रुपए 5 किलो अरहर की दाल आ जाती है। तुम सोच रहे हो मुझे दाल का रेट कैसे? और आटे का भी पता, शादी हो गई, तोरी भिंडी लौकी सबका रेट लगा। सब्जी मंडी सारे भाव मुझसे पूछ लो। मैं वहां से आगे बढ़ा फ्लाइट के लिए, फ्लाइट से निकल के बाहर आगे पहुंचा। एयरपोर्ट से बाहर निकला, मुझे कैब पकड़नी थी। 2 मिनट्स अवे, 1 घंटे बाद मेरा शो बैंड्रा में। मैंने कैब के लिए करा, उसमें ड्राइवर का नाम जुगेश्वर महतो। मैंने कहा ये कुछ फॉल्ट है, नाम शायद योगेश्वर या जोगेश्वर रखा होगा बाप ने, पर बाप का प्रोनाउंसिएशन खराब था। राशन कार्ड वाले को कहा नाम तो हर बेटवा का जुगेश्वर, ये लिख दो यही है। मैंने कॉल किया, मैंने हेलो, बोला हेलो कौन? कौन क्या बे? सवारी बोल रहे हैं। कहाँ हो? कौन? मैंने कहा हाँ तुम, बस तुम। ओह कब आओगे? मैं कहाँ हो? मैं तो रूम पर हूँ।
Was there a mix-up? Because I don't know. Why is this driver acting like this?
मैं तो खाना खा करके रेस्ट करूँगा, तो थोड़ा देर सोएंगे, तो हाथ मुँह धो करके मैं आपके पास में आऊँगा। अच्छा अच्छा, गुजरा भी ले आना, मैं गुजरा कर दूँगा, भूतनी के। उसकी फ़ोन काटा, मैंने अगली कैब करते हैं, अगली कैब 25 मिनट दूर। मैंने कहा अरे तो लेट हो जाऊँगा शो पे। इतनी देर में इत्तेफाक से किसी और की कैब आके रुकी। कैब के सामने कौन? मिस्टर वर्गीस। ड्राइवर बाहर निकला, मेरा सीनियर सिटीजन है, सामान अंदर रखा। बोले अंकल कहाँ जाना? बोले बैंड्रा। मैंने कहा अरे हाय मिस्टर वर्गीस, लेट्स टॉक अबाउट गॉड।
You gotta do what you gotta do. Make that show on time. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. You gotta take one for the team.
Let's talk about God.
Let's talk about God and get me into my show on time. What the hell's up with this driver? Why was this driver being so lazy? The story at a certain point, like, there were some details I got lost a little bit. I got a little bit confused. Basically, he looked at the name and it looked wrong. It's almost like instead of Kristen, it was spelled Tristan. And I go, well, surely that's just Kristen, but her dad was drunk when he named her, right? And so that's why the name got screwed up. But basically, it was already a red flag that this was not a good driver. And yet he tried to engage with him anyway, and the driver was like, I'll come, like he's just so lazy. He's like, after I eat and whatever, I'll show up. But he needed to get to his show on time. The thing about the length of the airport, I didn't have to do any kind of crazy walking. I do remember that when we went to Goa, Achara and I, it was crazy how long of a bus ride it was to get to the plane.
Really?
Because like, I'm in the airport, and I remember we had to walk out onto the tarmac to go into a bus. And then that bus drove for 20 minutes around the airport to take us to the plane. I'm like, how big is this airport? Like, what kind of process is this? This is so weird, because like in the States, everything is very streamlined, where none of that exists, at least in the major airports like LAX. After you go through the bureaucracy of getting into an airport, once you're inside and you've been cleared from security, you just go into a little tunnel that takes you onto the plane. It's pretty straightforward. There's none of this bus ride business that's going on. Yeah, it was long. It was a long process. So when he's talking about how long of a walk it is to like go from the plane to whatever, I'm like, well,
in Hawaii they have those. Hawaii and Dallas.
I didn't experience that in Hawaii.
So in Hawaii, like depending on which route you're going, there is one terminal that's pretty long. Like it's really long.
But are you walking on the tarmac for 3 kilometers? You know what I'm saying?
That one takes a bit to get to. It just varies, but they also have like a little bus thing that will pick you up and take you.
Yeah.
But if you miss that bus, you gotta walk. And that walk is no joke. It's like more than 10 minutes.
800 रुपए की दाल फ्राई मुझे लगता है ना खाना भी एयरपोर्ट पे एविएशन फ्यूल में बनाते हैं.
The airport food is so expensive for the regular stuff. Okay, I remember Achara and I were in Thailand and I needed to book a flight back to Abu Dhabi and I needed to eat something fast because I was hungry and I didn't want to eat anything off the plane because I knew that was going to be expensive. And I saw Burger King. This is when I was still eating beef. I order a Whopper just in my panic and I forget to tell them no cheese. And it was twice as much as it normally is. I'm like,
With cheese.
Huh? They ordered,
no, in
general, it was twice as much as it normally is, and I got it, and I'm looking at my hamburger, and it looks so sad. Nothing ever looks like the commercials. I've been part of a commercial for hamburgers. Nothing ever looks like the commercials, but normally it looks more presentable. This thing looks like it was tossed out into a bag. I'm like, damn. And it's got cheese on it. So I go to the front, I'm like, do you have a knife? And like the communication's just a mess. And so like they give me something and I'm like scraping this cheese off as fast as possible. This is twice as much as it normally is. That's my airplane food story. Airport. But he's talking about street food, which is like very, very reasonably priced. And then when you stick it inside of an establishment like an airport, then it's 12 times as much.
Yeah, I never understood that.
It's just because they can charge you. It's like Disneyland.
I mean, you can, yeah.
If you go into Disneyland, a bottle of water, which normally costs you 50 cents or maybe $1, costs like $5 to $10. I'm like, for water? So
my mom used to always pack like food when we go to Disneyland and stuff, and I used to get so mad because I was like, why can't we eat here? I would have to eat at PB&J. I get it now.
What I found most interesting about him is two things. The way he generally carries himself reminds me so much of like my Italian relatives. I wonder if it's a size thing. He's very centered in his base, the way he moves around. It's like you look at him and you're like, he's not the kind of guy you're gonna be able to move. That's the way he carries himself. Not that he's so heavy that you can't move him, it's that he looks like he has a strong center, like a wrestler.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
But then you couple that or contrast that with when he gets excited in his storytelling, he moves very animated. I'm like, oh wow. He's really good at telling his story. I just got a little bit lost sometimes with, so there were certain disconnects that I'm sure if we were speaking the language, it would be a lot easier. Yeah, it'd be a lot easier to get. I do like the way he was telling his story. He's obviously very popular. He's at 1 million subscribers doing stand-up comedy, and a lot of stand-up comics actually, for whatever reason, struggle to get to 1 million subscribers. Like, for instance, I was talking earlier about Saurabh Pant, very talented comedian, super funny, and he's at 400,000 subscribers. I'm like, what? Why does that make any sense? Why doesn't he have 1 million?
Hello, myself, Mr. Verghese. Do you believe in God?
The thing with the Mr. Verghese, the thing I've learned in life is, wherever possible, don't make enemies. You never know when you're gonna need to talk to that person. You just don't know. Like when you're gonna need to have an alliance of some kind, an ally in a particular situation. At the end, he needed to get somewhere on time. It's like, oh, let's talk about God. Just cool.
Waiting area में था एक बच्चे ने चरस बो रखा.
The thing at the beginning with the kid, that is like my biggest pet peeve. I don't understand the parents who just unleash their child upon the world, untamed. I get conflicted about it because I'm like, okay, I feel like saying something, but it's not my place to say something.
I feel that.
What are you doing, guy? That's your kid.
And they're like throwing everything around.
Yeah.
You're just like, really? My mom would have beat my ass if she saw me doing that.
Yeah, stop it. Slap your kid, please. Beat your children. Make sure they're...
We turned out great.
Yeah, just keeping them under control. Like, what are you doing? Anyway, that was fun. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. If you haven't already, check out SUNDEEP Sharma's YouTube channel and subscribe and give the original video an upvote. Check out Kristen STEPHENSONPINO on the social media. Subscribe here as well. Bell notification. I'm so tired of saying that. Why does YouTube make us do this? Bell notification, please. Bell icon, all notifications. Thank you. Please, for the love of God, get notified.